Alrighty, hello Prosperity Gamers, and welcome to week 2, day number 4. Your check below is for $4,000. Numbers are starting to grow a little bit, and the game is played the same way. You're going to click through the Facebook page and answer those two simple questions: where did your money come from, and what are you going to do with it? And I'm thrilled. At least every Monday, you're going to see both of our faces. I'm here with Scott. Say hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott. And it really has been fun co-facilitating with Scott. I've really enjoyed the process. And tonight we want to talk to you a little bit about the fact in terms of, again, giving you some insights that can hopefully get you the most value from the experience of playing the game, is to just zero in on the fact that this game is not played in a silo, that you're playing with a group of people. And we've talked a little bit about the opportunity to learn from those people. We want to talk tonight about what's showing up for you in terms of posting when you know that other people are quote unquote watching, that you're posting. It's not a public group, but it is kind of semi-public, where people who you know and people you don't know are seeing what you post. And it's a good opportunity today, as you take this $4,000 and do your post, to just notice what comes up. Do you do anything differently, or do you think differently as a result of the fact that you know other people are going to be seeing what you're posting? So Scott, I don't know if you have anything you want to add to that, or anything. We'd love to hear from you about what your experience has been like. Scott's doing this co-facilitating the first time, so I'll bite my tongue and shut up and let us hear a little bit of Scott's experience and what he wants to add to this conversation.
Yeah, so the first thing is, it's just great again to play the prosperity game. I always learn something about myself. And it's so great to meet all the people that are playing the prosperity game. New people, lots and lots of new people that I don't know, lots of people that I do know. And, to your point, Robert, about the public pieces, so I'm learning some things about people that I know and have known for a long time, but, specifically around money, some of their ideas, thoughts, and even some of their anxieties around, where does this money come from? Is what I heard one recently from a good friend of mine that's playing the prosperity game. And also, I guess there's a little bit of a difference having played it and really being focused on being a participant and, making sure that I post well, that I think through the questions well. Where did the money come from? What am I spending it on? But I do feel as a facilitator or a co-facilitator, a responsibility to go in and look at all the posts and, really chime in, at least in the first week, to make sure that there's some good energy going on, that people feel safe and they're having fun. Because I think you brought that up in one of our previous calls, that, you were encouraging people to have fun as well as play full out. So I do love the energy that's happening. I love the fact that people are playing. And really, I think we both said this earlier, the worst thing of this game is when people don't participate. And we understand it could be that, they get busy. If they're hearing this or watching this video and they haven't played because they've got some blocks, or they've got, they're struggling to jump in, I would just, again, appeal to them to, really jump in with both feet. It's easy to post some catch-up numbers. Some people have gotten creative. They've, jumped in a little bit later and they've just done one post that adds up the number, or, some people will do, back-to-back posts, and all of those are good. So I'm having a blast. I'm enjoying and working with you. I'm learning a lot from you, and I'm learning a lot from everybody that's playing. And there's some great stuff going on there. So enough said, I hope.
Yep, for sure. And I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, but I'll answer my own question before I ask you to answer it. And we are beginning week number 2, and it is super cool to have someone kind of along the journey with me co-facilitating this. And I'm just curious, as you look back on week number 1, and I love the fact that you reiterated again, if people haven't played, or maybe have only been in once, or whatever it is, please don't let that be a reason not to continue. In addition to combining entries or doing back-to-back entries, it's absolutely fine to just pick up wherever you are. Start today, or if you miss today, start on Wednesday. It's perfectly fine. but you know, we can't say it often enough. The only way not to win the game is to stop playing. And you know, I agree with what you were saying too about it's been really an amazing group, and this first week has been really fun. You and I have been going through and really looking at pretty much every post that's made and commenting as much as we can. And I wanted to share one of the things that really struck me, which is a little bit unusual in my experience for the first week of the game. And if there's something that really struck you as part of this first week, I'll ask you to share that. But I'll answer it first, like I said, to give you a second because I'm putting you on the spot. But one of the things that really struck me about this particular group is the number of people who are already feeling comfortable enough to really share not just their answers to the questions, but the insights and the awareness that are already showing up. And it's really so inspiring to see not only people who are willing to do that, but the response that it brings, that the comments that people make when someone shares an insight or maybe a little bit of a resistance that shows up. So super cool that's already showing up in week number 1 as we're just getting started. So again, Scott, I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but is there anything that kind of pops up for you as far as what you noticed in the first week?
Yeah, no, I would echo what you just said. You know, early on, a couple of people were courageous enough, brave enough to make themselves vulnerable and talk about, you know, where they're at, you know, in terms of their real life situation and how that may be showing up in the game or even what they're hoping to get out of the game, which is great. And then people really rallied around them as, you know, as opposed to being silent. They were really, you know, encouraging that honesty, and you know, there's a lot of good positive support from the group, and I think that gives other people permission that are on the fence, you know, to do that either at the same time, the first week, or, you know, maybe week 2, 3, or 4.
Yep. And it's interesting too, here we are on Monday of week number 2 of 4 weeks, and we've gone from $500 with that day 1 check. Now we're at $4,000, which is a significant jump. But
Yes.
Buckle your seatbelts, because as we move forward and we keep compounding and we keep doubling and doubling, you're going to love how these numbers get bigger and bigger. And we'll have a further insight for you on each one of these messages that we send out. Scott's going into the back country, so we might not see him for a couple of days. But we will be here to support you every step of the way. Again, it's day number 4, week number 2, $4,000. Click through to the Facebook page. Where did your money come from? What are you going to do with it? And we will look forward to seeing you on the Facebook page and also in our next message, which will come on Wednesday. Have a great night, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.